I'm Iranian, go to the gym, breakbeat. It's just good food.
What do you think about melodic techno?
Salar Ansari, Moody Man.
What promo groups in Dubai do you respect?
Gio Shengelia, there is Siamak Amidi,
What do you think about Soul Sick?
Omar Fayyad, and Nasrawi, Kirill, Sushi, and Cyril.
Everyone said Nina Kravitz.
It's very tricky. Dubfire. Soho Garden is not just. My focus has never been Dubai. People love commercial music.
What are your purposes in DJing? So brother, tell me your story. I'm here to know about you, about your story. And I have several very simple questions. First of all, tell me where you're from.
I'm Iranian. I was raised in Dubai, and I came with my family like around 1997, and and I stayed here. Yeah, we ended up being here. I studied here. I even learned my music journey in here.
DJing, it's not your job here.
No, I'm actually a hairdresser. Music was something I started before all this. So when I was at school, I studied my high school first, and on the side I was studying mix and mastering. So I was doing small project, and at our time there was like a lot of Persian rap going on. It was very popular at the time, so I had like friends that were coming in the studio, they were recording. I was helping the studio recording their sounds, mix and mastering, so yeah. And then at some point it was not making any money, so then we ended up, I ended up working as a hairdresser. Hairdresser is a good money making, but it's a hard work, it's a hard job. It takes a lot of your time. Like I sacrificed more, like a lot of my time just doing hair and finding very minimal time just to like dig and collect music. But now finally I reached a point that I managed to do both together.
How old are you?
I'm 32.
So tell me small about your work.
I work in a professional hair salon, like in very professional brand. I started with Y12. It's a very big hairdressing brand in Dubai, and now I kind of moved out after a little while just to become my own thing. So now I freelance mainly.
What does your work day looks like? It's like you wake up at what time?
I usually wake up around 8, 9 in the morning. I need to be work by 10. I do some clients, finish work, go to the gym, exercise a little bit, then I start with the studio sessions a little bit, make music. I also produce music as well, so yeah, I have one music coming out today or tomorrow or after tomorrow.
Oh,
one single track.
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
Do you have some albums, singles, EPs?
I have one single track coming up, and the second one is an EP who's gonna come out more than a couple of months, in few months. It's gonna be pressed on vinyl, that's why it's taking time.
What is the genre? What is it?
Techno.
Techno?
Yeah, it's not hard techno, but it's like you have a techno sound, I have a breakbeat in it, a bit of a housey, but it's all during, yeah.
What's your favorite genre?
Lovely. My favorite genre is breakbeat.
Tell me 3 or 2 DJs, your favorite DJs in breakbeat.
These days, garage and breakbeat is also like coming close to each other.
Okay.
Garage is a little bit more faster kind of a thing, and the drum and bass is like it's a little bit different. But breakbeat is a little bit more simpler.
Yeah.
So there's like Adam Peets, there is like Alec Falconer, Tokyo as well. He does few nice breakbeat sounds. It's all the new generation of the breakbeats that they do. And the most amazing artist, I have to say, comes from the UK for that particular sound, because it was born there.
UK DJs are very good in breakbeat.
Very much. It was born there. Yeah. I mean, drum and bass, garage.
Yeah.
A guy called Gerald used to make drum and bass music 80s.
You work every day in this salon?
5 days a week.
And you go to the gym every day, no?
As much as I can, I would say, yeah.
I know that you very like gym, yeah?
Yes, I like to be fit. I mean, I used to be better. I used to have more consistency, but just like there's always a period of time that you kind of lose that consistency. But luckily, I get to manage to go through it again. Yeah.
Do you eat some medicines with
not really.
muscles?
For me, the most important is just good food.
Good food.
Good food and eat on time and eat the right calories. So over these years, one thing that I learned about myself is it's my body and how I eat and how to kind of like keep myself in balance and shape, you know. So like I eat good food, I eat less oily stuff and sugary stuff. So that helps a little bit.
How many years you in this body condition?
All my life, because because also like another hobby of mine is sports. So yeah, since childhood I was playing football, and then I had a little bit of a kind of like a fitness exercises, a lot of body weight and calisthenics as well.
Do you like sugar, Snickers and things?
I love sugars. It's
Yeah. But you don't eat it?
I wouldn't say I don't completely, I do, but I try to keep a balance in between it. Like sometimes I do eat a lot, but then I cut at some point.
For example, maybe once a week or twice a week?
Yeah, about that, yeah. Once a week, twice a week. But the whole thing, like for me, the trick is to have a nice and healthier body and digestion is to try to fast more than 16 hours a day. With my life and routine, it works perfectly because once I wake up, I'm very busy, so I don't notice hunger or anything. So by the time I'm home, it's like 4 or 5 in the afternoon, so I have my first meal.
You drink alcohol or same things?
When I was younger, yeah.
Now,
not that much. I like 1 or 2 drinks, you know, just for a taste. Yeah.
What does DJing mean to you?
State of meditation in a way. For me, just it's something that I kind of run from all my problems, and it keeps me calm, motivated, and go back to my original self.
Well, it's not about money.
Oh, it's never about the money. Yeah, for me, it's never ever about the money, because in previous experiences, I wouldn't say that it doesn't bring money. It does bring money, but I never kept it about money because it wouldn't satisfy you completely in terms of money making.
Let's imagine, could you now play as a resident, for example, in one restaurant? You need to play different genres, and for example, it's like a contract, and for example, with very good money.
No, I can't.
Because music is not about money for you.
It's not about the money. I would play in a restaurant and a different genre. It depends what is the genre. So I did play jazz, for example, like jazz, psychedelic jazz for restaurants and lounges. I think it's a great sound for it. But other than that, no, I wouldn't like put myself in a contract to do it, because into what I like to do and what my sound is, it kind of kills your passion at some point.
I understand it.
Yeah, you start to kind of like push away from your creativity, because especially it ruins with your music production.
What do you think about melodic techno and Afro house?
To be honest, so Afro house, I kind of like sitting in the house or lounge. I like to listen to music. It has a big culture, a big history. It's like Afro house is like one of those genres that people might say it's commercialized, but there is a history behind it, which I respect and I love. Like there's a lot of like African artists. I'm not really aware of them. So my friend Somali, he collects a big collection from Africa, and like very rare records he plays sometimes, and they're quite groovy, like very groovy. Melodic techno, melodic house, they call it. I still don't understand why they call it melodic. Maybe it's just because there's too much sound going on there. It's very different to what I like and what people, my people like. It's more like champagne music, I would say. It's the best way if I say it.
Money.
You know, money, yeah.
Money music.
Just money. People sit on a table. And I mean, there's even this concept of table and people getting a table and bottles. I never understood it. Yeah.
Why these genres are the most popular now, not only in Dubai?
Because it's, I would say, it's easy to listen to. So one of the things that I've tested in my life is, so I work in a hair salon, yeah, and I get like hundreds of people coming in a huge hair salon, like it's like 20 people, hairdressers. And so one of the things that I used to do, I used to go and play some underground music, yeah, and some commercial at the same time. So like we had Ibiza Global Radio, who plays like some melodic techno and melodic house stuff. The human psychology, when they hear the sounds and that it's a little bit more complicated, they get annoyed very quickly. So they want to change.
Yeah.
Like, have you been in a place that you put a really nice track, and just like, I don't know, your friend or say, just change it. Like, I'm getting bored. You know, it's similar thing. They don't give it a time until they understand the artist's journey in the sound, or let at least the track to start or the set to start. Melodic house has been something that it's like, it has like a softer how can I say, waves into it. So for people it's easier to listen to. Like people like to sing to it. In our music, you don't get people to sing to music. Yeah, we every now and then, just to like break the vibe. You know, we play like a bit of a old school disco music, like a little bit of a Michael Jackson. You know, just to like end the party, which is great. But it cannot be like 4, 5, 6 music in a row.
Tell me about Analog Room, because Kirill Jan said me about Analog Room, but not so much.
Yes. So Analog Room is one of the first underground clubs in Dubai that people were actually in a very simple place, dark, nothing too crazy, but good quality sound. A really good quality sound. So handmade speakers, you know, and a person who actually tunes a sound for each night, depends on what each artist plays. That's how I actually started my journey. And one of those nights when I was like, I had a really hard day at work, I finished by 10, I just wanted to go out. So I just went on at the time it was Facebook, it was not even Instagram. I went through Facebook and I saw this name pops up, Analog Room, and I see Iranian boys. I'm like, okay, we're from the same country, like, let me just check it out. And so I went there, and it turns out to be a really, really cool spot. It was actually the only club in Dubai who is located in a basement of a hotel. And yeah, we had so many parties, hundreds of parties, even festivals, even beach parties, boat parties with legendary artists. You can name it: Kai Alche, Delano Smith, Moody Man, Evan Baggs. Like I've seen all these legends playing in that place, and that's what kind of like inspired me and made me dig more and more and collect more and more music.
How did you get there? From Facebook, yeah?
I found them on Facebook, because hence why you had the events, they send you the invitations and stuff, and resident advisor as well. But at the time, nobody knew about a resident advisor in Dubai.
Do you remember your first set in Analog Room?
Yes, it was Analog Room opening after COVID.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was a very, very amazing and interesting night, because for me was for a person who partied there for the past 10 years and to be opening as the first DJ after a 2 years of a hard time, and especially for musicians and artists. And it gathered all the old friends and family of Analog Room over there. I mean, I think that night we were like almost 500 to 600 people. And yeah, it was really fun.
What is Analog Room doing now?
Analog Room at the moment, we are focusing on Europe and abroad for a little bit. And once we find the right time and the right locations in Dubai, which has been like one of the most difficult mission for us, and we're gonna come back in Dubai for sure, definitely.
Yeah, my second question will be, what are the purposes of Analog Room? I think you said.
Purposes of Analog Room, to be honest, mainly is educational. It's really education, because Analog Room was not for Dubai, it was also for my people back home in Iran, which it's been really hard for them to actually listen to quality sound. But at the same time, you would see so many new generation through, one of the reasons are Analog Room and other artists as well, that they start to dig in and collect more and get more familiar, because in our country we cannot purchase vinyls and we cannot purchase online music like Bandcamp and stuff. We can't do it. Like, they have to do pirating or use different sources. But luckily, after a very long time, they managed to open the first record shop, which was, I think, a couple of years ago. But now the scene is slowly growing, but still it's an illegal scene.
Vinyl shops is a very difficult business.
It is a very big
in every country.
Yes.
How often do you get invited to play sets at different places?
In Dubai, I have to say, it's very tricky because I mean I'm already a promoter, so like I either play in like places that I'm resident, or it will be my own parties. There is not enough backups between promoters here. There are very few that they are very helpful, but when you go to a bigger brands, bigger names, there is not enough support for the local scene. But my focus has never been Dubai. My goal is more international, because like at least they get the music better as well.
In Europe or in America?
I would say all around the world. So like we start with Georgia.
Okay.
Go all the way to Ukraine, Russia, and Europe, America. To be honest, hard for me to get there.
Sure.
But yeah, Europe is my main goal. UK and Georgia. Like my favorite parties, my favorite sets was in actually Tbilisi.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! I lived in Tbilisi for 4 months. I know that you have another very important promo group to you. Yeah, it's called A Little Gathering.
Correct.
Tell me more about it.
So A Little Gathering, it's a brand that Kirill and I started, and he actually started in Kirill's friend's basement garage. I think whether it was during COVID or it was right after COVID. Anyways, that was a really nice party we had. I didn't actually. I was not playing there, by the way. I was just there. Siamak, Kirill, and other guys, they were playing. We had like a big amount of people. It was like 400 people almost. It was a full house. It was really successful. And followed that, I started to kind of like grow the brand a little bit, you know, bring international artists. You know, we had amazing artists from like Georgia, especially. I had Tokyo, he's an amazing producer, Gio Shengelia, and Kevanchi. Unfortunately, that party got cancelled, but yeah, but no, it's been an interesting journey with Little Gathering as well. It's a very homegrown little party that it has a very interesting sound into it. At the moment, I'd like to keep it as a pop-up parties, and I don't want to have like one venue in particular. I like to change it, you know, just also for our crowd to have a little bit of a changes. And yeah, when the time is right, we're gonna introduce the next event.
What's the difference, for example, between Analog Room and Little Gathering?
Analog Room, it's a years of hard work, education in the brand, and the Little Gathering, it's I'd say it's a little grandkid. I would say more than a son, a little grandkid that it's kind of like trying to keep Analog Room sound and also educating the younger generation in Dubai.
What about the DJing culture in your country?
It's a very big underground scene, and
really?
it's very crazy underground scene. Guys, they find the most unique places and they start a rave. Like,
really?
We're talking about 500-600 people.
Tell me about maybe 2-3 your lovely DJs.
In Iran?
Yeah.
Mahyar Parsa and Ramtin Niazi. He's a really good breakbeat DJ, drum and bass as well. There's so many, like I don't want to disrespect anybody, that's crazy, but Mohsen as well, aka Mos, and Amir Ali, Bardia, they're all good DJs, to be honest. They're really good. They are very passionate and they go nuts. I mean, I remember when last party we have done as Iranians in an Iranian New Year in Tbilisi.
Oh, okay.
We took over the whole club, 2 rooms, and it was full house.
If I speak with someone about Iran, they said, oh my gosh, very dangerous country, I think.
No, it's very different. Like, it's so beautiful. Like, people say what they hear, which is unfortunate, but it's a beautiful country. If you want to visit there, it's very safe. They love guests.
Okay.
They go crazy. If they see someone not Iranian, they go crazy. Like, they will take you to their home, feed you, they take care of you, they will show you around, you know. It's yeah, it's quite an interesting place. I visit usually like once or twice a year.
What DJs from Iran now here?
DJs from Iran,
who based now in Dubai?
I know one girl called MCon here. She plays at Soho and other places as well. She just moved to Dubai, I think, like a couple of years ago.
It's not very big community, yeah?
There is a big community.
Oh, okay.
It's a very big community.
Okay.
Like for the past 3 years, it just grew like crazy because the new generation, just like the guys from like 90s, now they are a little bit elderly, so now they are growing fast and beautifully.
What's the most popular in the world Iranian DJ?
There is a guy, Dubfire, I think his name is. There are a few that they went globally. I wouldn't say they are underground music, really. But one of my best friends who is a legend to me, and he is going to be, I mean, he is already a legend. He has an EP with Moody Man.
Oh my gosh.
Salar Ansari.
Oh,
yes,
sure.
He's another big guy.
Yeah. What promo groups in Dubai do you respect? Also, okay, we know about the Analog Room, we know about the Little Gathering. What else?
Well, that's a hard question.
What's your favorite
what is my
promo groups?
Favorite promo groups? Moist Pepper Party is a really nice brand. He's a friend of mine actually, and they've been working hard in the scene, and I know how long and how I've been through the journey with them. I really respect them. They've been doing really good. There is a new guy actually who's does basmati, which is they do garage music, which is quite unique. Dubai didn't have that much. You know, I remember like maybe 10 years ago they were doing like pop-up events by different crowds, obviously, and at 360s, but then it stopped. And I'm pretty happy that the guys finally came and brought this sound into it, because it really works. It really works. Group on the Grass. It's not really party, it's a little bit more of a festival, but they've been doing interesting parties as well. Like for the past, I think also they've been 10 years or 11 years as well.
What about DJs? What DJs do you respect in Dubai?
Ooh, everybody. Everybody. I respect everybody. I keep everybody close friends because this is how it should be. And I hope everybody else will have the same opinion as I am. And if you want to say who, don't have to change your question to like who has like a sound that I will be more interested.
Yeah.
Is my buddy Nasrawi, and there is Siamak Amidi. There is Ricardo Di Meneses, Omar Fayyad, and Kirill Jean, and Cyril. I hope I'm not missing anybody.
What Russian DJs do you know? Big Russian DJs.
Big Russian DJs. See, the thing is, people that I think thought they were Russians, they were not really Russian, so
yeah.
so it's gonna be a little bit hard.
Yeah,
I know one Russian, actually, my favorite producer. I party with him a lot as well. Unbroken Dub.
When we're speaking about Russian DJs, everyone said Nina Kravitz.
Yeah,
everyone
no,
said, oh, Nina Kravitz.
Yeah. I mean, like, I know her, but I don't know her. Like, it's like, it's not, with all the respect and hard work she has been through the scene.
Yeah.
But it's different scene. It's a different sound.
Yeah.
It's, our parties, our music is more intimate, smaller, less people jumping on your foot when they're dancing. So
we met you for first time at Soho Garden with Party Boy. Yeah,
correct.
And there are not so much people on our dance floor, on your dance floor.
Correct.
But on another dance floor, this dance floor was full.
Packed, yeah.
Yeah. What do you think? Why your dance floor was really empty?
Few reasons. Number one reason was I think promotional was very weak, because posters were like literally posted 3 days before the event. Yeah, and actually our name was not there on their main page. That was one thing, and the second thing is that people love commercial music. People love see anywhere that it's full of people and they gather there. So people don't. I don't see people like give a chance to stay in the club to get the vibe, where the sound and where the DJ takes them. They'd rather to listen to like hard sound, or majority, to be honest, in those places I see people talking. I've been partied everywhere around the world, but I don't really see people talking that much. Anyone who wants to talk, they go to the corridor or they go to the smoking area, they get to chat, but not in the middle of the dance floor. So yeah, it's like these kind of business, like electronic music, especially when you want to push it a little bit more underground, if you want to go more techno, if you want to go more house, minimal, it's very tricky business because it needs a lot of hard promotional, and from those promoters they need to educate the people of what is going to happen, what is going to be the sound, you know, like, because let's be honest, people won't go like us and Google or YouTube the artists. They either know the artists, or if they don't know, they wouldn't go on YouTube or SoundCloud. You know, so I see some people, they don't even use SoundCloud, which is kind of like heartbreaking for me. I think as a promoters, they should start it much earlier on time, and also explain a little bit more. And also media, most important. Dubai, in media, everybody wants money, and for you as a promoter, as a DJ, you know, like if you want to say your words, what's happening and what's missing, they just want to charge you money. So they're not really quite of a help.
How do you think why Soho Garden make this side project called Playground? Yeah, Playground. Yeah. Why they do these parties, underground parties?
Because it's majority of them that I know and I respect is that they also would like to keep the underground scene alive and within the city. So they want to make sure, like they want to say that Soho Garden is not just for top names. There's also a little help for local artists and also for the underground scene.
What are your purposes in DJing? What are your goals in DJing?
What is my goals? Making people happy, create nice memories for everybody at the moment.
Do you have some big goal?
A big goal is that when I reach my 40s, I want to be living in a place where I want to have a studio by the beach.
Yeah.
I can make music during winter and DJ during summer.
Do you have friends, best friends in DJ industry here?
A lot. I keep very close relationship with majority of the artists here. And at some point, we usually also have like dinners, like drinks together at each other's house, just to keep more of a warming friendship.
What are your personal strengths in a DJ?
Attention to details and my collections, to be honest. Yeah.
You buy music?
I buy music. Bandcamp, Juno, DJ.de, and when I travel also I buy a lot of records. Yeah, and also when we reach in a time in your career that you have a lot of DJ artists, you know, you start to play around, you get lucky by having unreleased tracks from your friends and your colleagues as well.
What do you think about Soulseek?
Soulseek,
do you ever use it?
I used to use it before, and I think it's a great platform. A lot of people find it disrespectful and not finding it supportive to music industry, but I mean, let's face the fact. It made the scene bigger and sharing music bigger and better, and also not everywhere is America and Europe. So there is countries that people A, can't afford, or B, they don't even have Visa or MasterCards to buy or to do anything. So I think it's amazing.
And you choose another option, you choose to buy music because it's like support to artists?
To the artists, yeah, because I believe in give and take, so once you give, you always take.
Okay.
So if I give, somebody will buy my music, hopefully in the future.
Okay, what are your weaknesses in DJing, to be honest?
Stress before playing, and I have it every time, which is crazy, even in my own events.
What's your favorite movie?
Climax.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's your favorite dish?
Sushi.
I recommend one video set in YouTube for all young DJs and all people who love music.
Absolutely. Francesco Farfa and the Macho. That's a very interesting set and an interesting artist. It's a very underrated artist, and we don't hear him a lot. Nobody know about him a lot, but he's actually been there for a very, very, very long time. He's the smoothest DJs I've ever seen played on vinyl. super fast, super quick, and you know, vinyls can, if you're a new DJ, it can be boring.
Okay.
Because you're too busy mixing
Yeah.
and trying to singing the tracks, but these guys been there for a long time. They put a show, like give you a show. They play a little bit and keeps it quite entertaining.
What country you want to visit? One country.
One country.
Yeah. In your wish list.
In my wish list,
Yeah.
Japan.
Japan. Oh
Yeah.
my God. Who would you like to see an interview with?
Nasrawi.
Okay.
Yeah. Shadi Magala as well. Actually, Nasrawi and Ricardo de Meneses.
Last question. If tomorrow will be your last day
Yeah.
in this planet, how would you spend it?
I will make my last piece of art, which will be my last music. Yeah.